You've seen them, right? Those warnings online that just make you stop scrolling and click? Well, today, we're not just explaining a topic, we're actually pulling back the curtain on the powerful formula behind those very warnings. It's a blueprint, really, one that's designed to grab your attention, make you trust it, and persuade you, all in just a few seconds.
Okay, first things first. This is not health advice. We are not here to talk about bread. I want you to think of this sentence as a perfectly engineered machine. It's a hook that's designed to completely short-circuit your skepticism. And in this explainer, we're going to pop the hood and take it apart, piece by piece, to see exactly how it ticks.
So that's the big question, isn't it? What's the secret sauce behind a message like this? What makes it feel so urgent, so believable, and, let's be honest, so clickable? By the time we're done here, I promise, you'll be able to spot this blueprint from a mile away.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to dissect the warning itself. Then, we'll get into the hidden poison formula. After that, we'll look at the story it tells, why our brains are so wired to fall for it, and, finally, the big takeaway for you.
Okay, part 1, a warning about warnings. Let's start with the very first thing you see, the title. You can think of it like the front door to the message, and believe me, it is very carefully designed to get you to walk right in.
So let's break this down. It kicks off with an authority figure, a cardiologist. Boom, instant credibility. Then you get the word warns in all caps. That's the alarm bell right there. It takes a super common food, bread, and turns it into this hidden danger, even putting healthy in quotes to make you doubt what you know. And the best part? It promises a simple list as the solution. It's just a masterclass in persuasion.
Which brings us to section 2, the hidden poison formula. Because what we just saw wasn't a one-off trick. It's actually a repeatable viral recipe, a system, and we're going to call it the hidden poison formula.
So the formula really boils down to 3 core steps. Step 1, you target a staple food, something everyone has in their kitchen, like bread or coffee. That makes the threat feel immediate and personal. Step 2, you bring in an authority persona, just like that cardiologist we saw. And step 3, you promise a simple list that clearly separates the good from the bad. It just cuts through all the noise and nuance.
So, what do we mean by an authority persona? Well, it's an incredibly powerful communication tool. By having the message come from a figure that we're already conditioned to trust, a doctor, a scientist, the claim gets this instant halo of credibility. It's basically a shortcut to making an opinion feel like a fact.
All right, let's get to the engine of this whole thing, the narrative. See, it's not enough to just throw a warning at you. This formula has to tell you a compelling story. And as we all know, every good story needs a villain and a hero. And this slide lays it out perfectly. This is the central conflict. On one side, you have the attack. That's where a totally normal food is turned into the villain, the hidden poison. But then you get the pivot. And that's where an alternative is introduced as the hero, the miracle solution. It sets up this really simple, really powerful good versus evil narrative.
So we know the what and we know the how. But the really big question is why? Why are our brains so susceptible to this? Let's dive into the psychology of why this formula is just so darn effective. This is where it all comes together. It's not just one thing. This formula works because it pushes a whole bunch of our psychological buttons at once. It looks and feels like other viral stuff we see, so it seems familiar. It uses that authority figure to get our trust. It talks about stuff that's probably in your kitchen right now, which makes it personal. It gives you that simple list for clarity, and it tells that simple hero versus villain story. It is, quite literally, a perfect storm of persuasion.
Okay, let's bring this all home. We've taken apart the title, the formula, the story, and the psychology behind it. So what does this all mean for you, now that you know how the magic trick is done?
And here's the most crucial point. This was never really about bread. This is a blueprint, a template, and it can be applied to almost anything you can think of. Finance, technology, fitness, you name it. By understanding how this machine is put together, you've just gained a really powerful tool for critical thinking. You can now see the hidden structure beneath the message.
And that is the real takeaway. This isn't just some interesting analysis, it's a new lens for you to see the world with. So the next time you're scrolling and you see a title that feels a little too urgent, or a claim that seems just a bit too simple, you'll know exactly what's going on. So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you know the formula, where are you going to see it next?